Alright, this is a quick video to show my progress on the WTV020 SD card sound player. It uses the micro SD card. This is a 2 gigabyte right here, 2G micro card, and it fits inside the holder. This one here is currently one that is now a working version. I found some issues mechanically with both of them. So this one's been modified to work and this one has not. I can kind of show you right off. Right here you see 3 solder pads marked here as 5 volts and right here is 3.3, and in the center right here is a direct contact to the input power pin, and right here it goes nowhere. So on the working one I jumpered on the 3.3 volts point here, so now it's soldered across there, bridging the gap. So we get our 3.3 in here, it goes to the center leg there and out and into the circuit itself. Mechanically there's some major issues. This being one that has been modified or repaired, this one has not, and I can show you what I mean. One of the functions of this is to hold the SD card in place. It has to be put under the little cover here. So the way that works is you lock it and unlock it, and just by sliding it you can lock and unlock, and it indicates right here on the top for lock and unlock. So when I spin it around here, I'll go ahead and open up the little hatch, lay in the SD card here like this. That just kind of lays in there, has this little spot for it, little pocket. Trying to do this one-handed like that. You close the lid, you press it down, and you slide the lock. Okay, so basically that's in place. What I found is this does not move. So I'm looking to say, well, why doesn't this move as easy as the other side does now? Well, what I found is a couple of things. The soldering connectors here are all so full of solder that they are actually shorting against the metal plate here. So when I move this back and forth to lock and unlock and do what I have to do to get the SD card in there, this is somehow rubbing very violently on the metal part, so it's not allowing it to slide, and it's the same on both sides. In fact, this is not even centered correctly on the board. It's actually more to the left, which makes it even closer to the solder connections here, and again it shorts out. These are the speaker connectors, and it shorts against the metal here. We got short here to the tray, so even shorting here to the other side. So it's basically a major issue with these I guess inexpensive ones, is you have to make sure that everything is clean, nothing's shorting out. And also I noticed the leg here, the pins are angled. This particular one is angled outward, which causes these pins to lean in a little bit toward the metal. So when they solder it, the extra solder or the overkill on solder causes these pins to short against the metal cover. And again, the same pretty much applies to the other side as well. It's also angled very badly going outward this way, bringing the pins here, the solder joints, closer to the metal. So that's one issue that I'm going to have to fix on these, and any of them that I use, that has to be solved. So now this one is a working one. I'm going to see if I can go ahead and plug it in here by one hand here. I'm not sure I can do it. Okay, plug that in like that. Of course I have it, I guess that's in there correctly. I hope it's not backwards. It's not. You have the little cutout right here. This is a little U-shaped cutout that indicates pin 1 through 16. We have our trigger. We got our power supply. So I'm going to go ahead and hook up the power supply. Right now it's running through an amplifier, an audio amp. So I'm going to go ahead and plug that in. Okay. There we go. Here we go. Now I'm going to turn up the volume.
0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then.
So basically that's the entire song has been downloaded to the SD card there, and it is a 2 gigabyte SD card, and it has been converted from a WAV file to the I think it's SD4 file. There we go. Works great.